Ladies and gentlemen, got another RTA for you, and this is the Troll by WOTOFO, and in my opinion, I think this is WOTOFO's best product. Now, all this is going to be subjective. I'm always going to mention that, but what I like about this, I like the deck section 1, and I like how short and stubby this thing is 2. It holds 5 mils of e-liquid, it's only 42 millimeter in length, and it's 24 millimeter in width. I mean, for a short, stubby tank like that, holding 5 mils of e-liquid, that's impressive. And also, the deck section, you have your connections that are layered on top of each other. So you have one connection that sits up top, and then layered in between that, you have your insulator. Underneath that is the other connection. I do want to point this out though. There's an RTA called the Shadow, and the Shadow is a product that came out before this one, and basically WOTOFO piggybacked off the Shadow as far as the deck design and implemented that into the Troll RTA. That being said, that's what makes this device, man. You vape on it and you just know this is a good vape. Oh, did I say that? Ooh. It's got easy top fill. You got a Delrin chuff cap up top. Now, this may be a con to some of you guys. You can't use your standard 510 drip tips, but with the chuff cap, it's got embedded stainless steel threads, which means you're never going to strip the threads. That's a big pro. You got dual bottom adjustable airflow, and the airflow, here it is wide open. You get plenty of airflow. Now, for the airflow hogs, probably not for you guys, but for anyone who likes a nice restrictive lung hit, you're going to love it. Halfway closed off. I mean, it's smooth. It's a little bit loud, but it's smooth. Never had a dry hit. Wicks perfect every single time. Easy to build on. The only other con is the fact that it uses Phillips head screws, and they are tiny, and I've stripped 2 of them already. So you can't use your standard 510 drip tips. That may be one con to you, and then the other is the freaking screws. I don't like the connection screws. I'd rather use hex screws than these Phillips head screws. Again, all this is going to be subjective. But yeah, I got her sitting on this G-Prib by Smock. Love this touchscreen device, and the build I have in here, like I mentioned, is a 0.25 ohm, just standard dual space day 1 24 gauge build, and I got the airflow, like I said, halfway closed off. That's how I prefer it with this build, and I'm only vaping at 45.5 watts. Here we go. Oh yeah, the juice that I'm using, it is one of my all-time favorite juices, and guess what the irony is? It's not even one of my own juices. It's a Flawless juice. It's from the original Flawless line. This is a juice called Aftermath. It's a donut flavor. Now, if you like donut flavors, you are going to love this. I can't put it down. This is in my everyday arsenal. I use this stuff all the time. It's a cherry donut, and it is the best donut flavor I have ever vaped, period. Aftermath. I'll post a link down in the description where you can get it. And at 45.5 watts with this 0.25 ohm build, I'm getting a nice, warm, tense vape. It's just good. Okie dokie, so here's the packaging for this Troll RTA. And inside that packaging, they've got a t-shirt giveaway card, a Troll RTA user manual, comes with this Troll RTA tank, an extra glass tube. You receive 3 Clapton style coils, organic Japanese cotton for those coils, 4 extra Phillips head screws, a chuckload of O-rings, and last but not least, a Phillips head screwdriver. Now onto the Troll RTA. Now a few specs for you. She's primarily made of stainless steel. She's 24 millimeter in width, and she's only 42 millimeter in height, and she holds 5 mils of juice. Whoa ho! Got dual bottom adjustable airflow. You grab a hold of this ring, you turn it, it stops in one direction, stops in the other. Whatever you adjust on this side is going to be the exact same on this side, and it's got the perfect amount of restrictiveness. At the base, it's got a non-adjustable protruding gold-plated 510 pin. Threads are nice and smooth. It says the Troll RTA WOTOFO, www.wotofo.com. At the top, she's got a Delrin chuff cap with an 8mm bore, and it also has embedded stainless steel threads. That's right, that's a big pro, but you unscrew it. Like I said, this has a top fill system. Check it out. Holds 5 mils of juice, like I mentioned before. You got your 2 slots on each side. Plenty of room to fill her up. Again, there is the stainless steel threads embedded. Gotta love it, man. I love this design. The threads smooth as butter. Easy peasy. You screw her on there. Screws on every time. You never have to worry about it stripping up. And to unscrew it, you just bloop, bloop. I mean, just like most other RTAs. There is the deck section, boys and girls. Kind of looks like the top of a submarine. Very, if not the same type of deck section as the Shadow RTA, at least from here up, okay? But yeah, you got your side mount screws, Phillips head screws, which I'm not a big fan of. And the connection, like I mentioned in FaceTime, it's sandwiched on top of the other, okay? And it's split by the peak insulator. You got your bottom airflow, which travels from on each side from here up that hits the bottom of the coil. You got your fill ports, 4 fill ports on each side. There's the bottom airflow on the other. Dual coil, velocity style, okay? It's not the same because of this section right here. And the flavor I get off that, it splits it. And I love how it's rounded, but you get different airflow. And I think that the flavor that comes off of this is just absolutely phenomenal. It is. All right, so I got her coiled up. I got her wicked up and I got her juiced up, and I make sure that all the wicks are just touching the bottom. That's the way I've been doing it, and I've been getting a fantastic vape, and I've been vaping primarily 70 VG, 30 PG juices. I also make sure that those wicks go in the feed slots, not too loose, not too tight, just right. Make sure she's nice and tight. Open up the airflow, halfway open, and I'm ready to vapor. Oh yeah. Price point, price point, price point. I'm seeing this sell online. Average price, 35 to 40 bucks. I'll post links down in the description who are carrying this bad boy. Oh yeah. Now on to the big question, the big answer of the day. Hey Rip, if you'd have lost this sucker today, would you go out tomorrow and buy one? And the answer is hell yes. Best WOTOFO product they've made to date. This is Rip Chippers, and remember, smoking is dead. Vaping is the future, and the future is now.